Okay, so far we've done the single tuck-in turn, which is this one. Triple step, rock. I catch the girl, I push the girl. I can also do that as an underarm turn. I tuck in and turn on the second triple. I want to do the two other ones from there, which is called the double tuck-in turn, also known as the American spin, and the shoulder spin tuck-in. They are incrementally more turns. So when I do the single tuck-in turn, I bring Marky back into face me. She does one full turn here. I think of the double tuck-in turn or the American spin as a magic trick. If we did two of these in a row, so I caught Marky, I pushed Marky, I caught Marky, and I pushed Marky. In between those two turns, if I changed hands, and if Marky's using my hand as the stick, she came into the stick, she did the rock on the stick, she came into the stick, she did the rock on the stick, and I didn't move it a lot. If, when she does that first turn, I just use my right hand as the stick rather than the left hand as the stick. Triple step, triple step. Now, Marky's eyes were closed. She came in, she came out, she came in, she went out, she caught on the stick again. So all I did was change my hands. And from Marky's point of view, it doesn't feel much different. That's your double tuck-in turn. We say double tuck-in turn because here's the single tuck-in turn when I change my hand. That's the double tuck-in. It's the second one, also known as the American spin. Now, I'll just do it at this angle because there's something I want you to see here. So here is the singles. I push a little bit, bring her back into the stick. Magic trick, I change hands, catch, and I turn. What I want you to notice, when I change my hands, which is not a lot for the guy, and the girl, well, she shouldn't feel the difference. I do want you to know incrementally, there's an extra quarter turn of turn there. I didn't tell Marky so she didn't notice the difference, but here, can you see she's facing me now? She turns, I catch her with my right hand, that was one turn. Now, when I catch her with my right hand here, can you see she's at 90 degrees to me now? She's then got to turn to face me, so it's 1 1/4 turn. And guys, try not to move where your hand is, we're just substituting. That extra quarter turn will happen on its own. So I'm trying to put my right hand where my left hand was, try to leave my right hand where it was. The extra quarter turn happens automatically. There is a little bit more turn though. Now on the shoulder spin tuck-in, which is, so the single tuck-in turn is less than the American spin or the double tuck-in. The shoulder spin is more than. So what I'm going to do now is have Marky turn this way, and I'm going to catch her shoulders. Now can you see Marky's back to me now? So now she's going to turn 1 1/2 turn. So while it seems like a lot of turn, if we had 1, we had 1 1/4, this is incrementally just the next increment more. So on the single tuck-in turn, Marky faced me and I caught her, she turned to face me, magic trick, 1 1/4. Now here, I'm going to stop her there and turn around. That's the shoulder spin tuck-in. Now to practice that, if girls have their elbows out, and shuffle, turn a little bit on the spot to the left. Guys, stop the girls turning. Girls, don't stop turning when the man touches you. If as soon as I touch Marky she stops turning, there's no pressure here. So now I'm going to have to try to reap Marky around. I won't do it, she doesn't like it. If girls, if you keep turning, and a good way to practice that is, guys, don't catch her. Keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. Now there's a lot of pressure built up here. I then use the pressure to get it. You might want to practice that a few times. Now, to get that going, I like to hold on to the outside of the girl's wrist. I'm going to pinch my middle finger and my thumb to the outside of the girl's wrist. After the rock, I'm going to rotate the girl on the spot to face me. I call this grip the lobster grip. So Marky's hand was the lobster tail. That's how you hold on to a lobster, by the way, to avoid getting hit. So I call it the lobster grip. Now with that lobster grip, which I get before the rock, I'm going to rotate Marky around on the spot. That's the rotation we talked about before. Remember when Marky was rotating and I got to stop her? So, when you initially do this, I would say at least 3 of these ones. Now guys, you now know where the girls are turning. She's turning right there. You can now get ready with your hands and put them in. Stop her and turn her. Girls, your feet just go up and down on the spot. Try not to spin on one foot. You'll lose the rhythm and lose your balance. So we'll demonstrate that to music.